Y'all, so I'm on vacation on a rooftop in Playa. But anyway, something came upon me this morning and I wanted to share with you all. So, when you're growing and you're doing the work on yourself, you don't really relate to a lot of things you used to relate to in life. You just don't. A lot of things start to bother you. A lot of things start to bother you, and you have to really make sure you ground yourself, and make sure that you stay in tune with who you are, because when you're growing, the enemy don't like that. The enemy wants you to stay stagnant. The enemy wants you to not leave. The enemy wants you to stay true to who you were and not who you are destined to be. And so you're going to, when you're growing and you're working on yourself, you're going to be challenged a lot. And it's not going to be challenges in which you normally expect challenges to be. It's going to be things that normally don't challenge you, or things that are kind of the nuances of life. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to share that with y'all, because I think what we fail to realize sometimes is that growing requires change. Change requires uncomfortability, and uncomfortability requires you to develop new skills, right? And so you cannot sit here and do the work all day on yourself, and when it's time for you to actually put the work to the test of everything that you have been working on, when it's time for you to put the work to the test and you can't do it, it defeats the purpose of you doing all this work. So just know, when you're growing and you're evolving, you're going to get challenged and you're going to get tested. The question is, how are you going to respond to it? How are you going to react to it? And most of all, how are you going to move on from it? Because the difference now, I'm not going to lie to you, during my little journey, I ain't going to lie, sometimes I caved in and reacted, but that's not the solution, right? And sometimes I just be like, oh, I already know what this is, you know? So I just want you to know that, like, when you're growing, you're going to be challenged sometimes 3 and 4 times a day. But you can't be asking God for this big these big goals and you don't even know how to handle the challenges that you get now. So that's just a word that I wanted to share with you all, because that's something that I'm experiencing now. Have a good day.